Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout between Cutelaba versus Devin Clark. And how I see this one right here. So first off with Devin Clark, what I see is people he beats. He beats people with wrestling deficiencies who often are, fresher faces and not, the most experienced fighters as far as the UFC level. They probably experienced as far as their careers, but as far as at this level in the UFC, not the most experienced, like kind of fresher faces. And or have wrestling deficiencies. And that's about it. That's what he beat. Like, so you see Alonzo Minifield, fresher face, kind of raw, didn't really have an MMA background. He didn't have the greatest wrestling success against him, but a guy that just really was the most technical, was very fresh. I think even since that fight, Minifield had improved a lot. I feel like Clark's still pretty much the same fighter, but he was able to get it, win over a fresher face guy like Alonzo Minifield with questionable cardio and questionable experience. Because like I said, still a very fresh face. Was able to get a win over what's his name? Mike Rodriguez, who we all know has some grappling deficiencies and wrestling deficiencies, so he was able to get one over him. But then we see him go against the better guy like Blackwist, got tapped out, fought who else he fought but pretty much every time he step up you see him lose. Racket, he lost. He did drop Racket, give him that credit. But Racket was still like a fresher face, but with a lot of talent when he came to UFC. I think it was his debut, but yeah, fresher face, but Racket stopped him. And then, so when he kind of steps up out of that range where he's good at against the lower tier guys, he always wilts. He got decent wrestling, so he could give pretty much everyone a fit with his wrestling, pretty much everyone early on, but is known to fade, especially when people start to spin his takedown, start to touch him, he starts to fade. A stiff, big wrestler, so going to be amazing, be explosive early, has some good takedowns, be strong out there like a bear, like in his name. We're going to have stiff striking and look to really take you down and lay on you for the most part. Not the greatest wrestling striking threat. And Cutelaba actually has a pretty decent background in grappling, and it was a Sambo champion at least one time. He has some decent wrestling. I would definitely say Clark's the better wrestler early, but I think over the course of the fight, I feel like Cutelaba could push a pace through 3 rounds, whereas Clark is mostly going to fade after that first round, and definitely by the 3rd round be much faded, and probably by the mid part of the 2nd round be much faded. And I feel like Cutelaba can address the wrestling, especially outside that first round. First round, I feel like Clark potentially can do some big work in the first round, but even then, I feel like Cutelaba should be prepared enough to address the wrestling through at any round, at any given point in this fight. On the feet, I just feel like Clark might pack more one-punch power, but Cutelaba's going to constantly be in your face, constantly pressure you. And for a fighter that's almost, a lot of times you could easily put him in the one-dimensional category, and with questionable cardio, a guy that's constantly in your face, constantly working, and has, incredible wrestling skills himself as well, I feel like it's going to be a case of where he just simply going to wither down Clark, take him and drag him into later rounds, and then I'm going to say decision. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say stop it, late 3rd round stoppage. Drag him in late and stop him. Keep pressuring him the whole fight, wear him down, and then stop him late. Clark might have early success, but the pace and pressure and volume of Cutelaba, along with that wrestling background, Sambo background, is going to have him more than equipped to address the wrestling of Clark, at least through, at least not to get laid on for 3 rounds, I see. But I can see Clark having early success, but I don't think he'll be able to maintain the success. But I think Cutelaba will be able to maintain his pace, and that pace is going to be ultimately what breaks down Clark and allows Cutelaba to get that 3rd round stoppage. So in this fight, I have Cutelaba via 3rd round TKO.